All right, welcome to the Jet Experience. Today we're doing something a little bit different. We're at Knott's Berry Farm, which we come to a lot. But what we're doing today, we went ahead and bought fast lane passes for all of us to find out and let you know if we think or if I think it's worth it to buy it. Uh, theirs is a little different than some other parks. You actually buy it. It's a little bit of money. I'll talk about the prices a little bit later as we go, and then we'll talk about the different rides you can use it on, and any other information we could think of that could be helpful for you if you're going to come to Knott's as a family or even as a single person to do fast lane. So join us on this experience. All right, first ride of the day. We're going big right out the gate. You can see the fast lane entrance right there. Must show wristband is going to be Ghost Rider, and it's also this guy's first time ever riding it. Declan! All right, we're coming up to the top. First ride is done, Ghost Rider. It was so worth it already just to have the fast lane, because right in front of us, some of the general lane was going through, and there was a party of 4 and only 2 were going on the ride, and it couldn't have been more fitting. One of the kids said something like, "Oh wow, 2 hours wasted for nothing," and we waited like 5 minutes, so that was definitely good. And since it was his first time, what did you think?
Awesome.
Awesome, that's all he could say. All right, so we're gonna go on and continue through the park and find what other rides we can skip to the front. All right, so we've made our way back over towards the back side of the park, and this right here in front of us is Pony Express. There's the fast lane entrance right there. I think we're gonna do this ride next. So it's another ride that Declan has never been on. All right, Pony Express is all done. Declan liked it. He screamed right as it took off. And then just smiled the rest of the time. Wasn't able to film on that one, but that is okay. So the regular line was calling it a 30-minute wait, and it looked like it was probably about that from experience. And there was one person in front of us in the fast lane. So basically we walked up and got right on, 0 wait. So far I'm leaning towards this is definitely worth the buy. All right, and since we're right over by Johnny Rockets right now and Coast Rider, we'll go ahead and jump on that one. That one, of course, we've all ridden before, but we'll take advantage of the fact that we can basically sneak right onto the ride. All right, so for some reason, the Coast Rider fast lane was actually padlocked. So instead of trying to find somebody and ask, we just decided to keep it going. Maybe it'll open later in the day. So we'll come over and skip the 45-minute wait for Timber Mountain Log Ride and jump on that one and get wet while it's still a little warm out. Oh, it kind of didn't stop. Fire in the hole! Oh, got a nice flashing of the face. So what I forgot to show when we were getting on is where you go, which I want to say I remember used to going back by the photo area up and around on the exit, but it's actually right here, fast lane, and then also the handicap entrance. And what they do is right up here, they meter it through, but there's really no line past here. So we still waited maybe 5 minutes total. All right, so we decided to grab some food right outside of the Timber Mountain Log Ride at Strictly on a Stick, because right now they have boysenberry filled cheese bites with fries, and it comes with a boysenberry, cranberry, walnut relish dipping sauce. That sounds super delicious. So we'll grab this, go sit down, talk about the food, and then I'll get into the prices for tickets. So first, for the cheese, it was really good. It reminded me of the big cheese on a stick that they had here before. I don't know what kind of cheese it is. It's a mild white cheese. Really, really good. They made it fresh, so I didn't have to worry about it being, old or whatever. And then the relish, the cranberry / boysenberry relish, I got really just cranberry sauce is kind of what it tasted like. We'll get to the information I know you're all waiting for. First, we'll talk about the rides you get to do with the fast lane, assuming that ride is open for the day, and then we'll talk about some prices. So bear with me as I read the list. I've got it up on my phone, so I don't have to try and memorize it. So there's Calico River Rapids, Hang Time, Ghost Rider, Timber Mountain Log Ride, Calico Mine Ride, Coast Rider, Silver Bullet, Sierra Sidewinder, Pony Express, Jaguar, Supreme Scream, La Revolution, Soul Spin, Wave Swinger, and finally the newest ride here, Knott's Berry Tales Return to the Fair. So before we left for the park today, I went online and just went as if I was going to be a family of 4 coming for the day. So I picked a Saturday, just a random Saturday in a couple weeks, as Saturday tends to be the most expensive day of a given week here. So it was $79 a person for just the ticket to get in. So for a family of 4, that's going to be $325 online. They do have military and veteran discounts. And so, but a word of caution on that, if you're going to try and use it, it's going to redirect you to ID.me, which you may be familiar with if you're military or veteran and you've used services like that before to confirm your identity in order to get the price. And that only took off $1 per ticket for $78. So if you wanted to add the fast lane into it for that given day, it was $134 per person. So that added up to $536 just for the fast lane. So for those 4, that family of 4 to come in that day with fast lane, it would be $861 total. So, a little under $1,000 for a family of 4 for the fast lane. Otherwise, it'd be just about $300 to come in on a day ticket. Throughout the week and throughout the year, there's variances I saw up to $15 per day. In the middle of the week, it's a little bit cheaper. On the Saturdays, it's the most expensive. Now, one more thing I also did was coming into the park, I snapped pictures of if I walked up and bought the tickets at the ticket booth. So just to get in, and this goes for any day of the week, I don't think it changes, it's $99 a person. So even coming on that Saturday, it was over $20 cheaper per ticket to come in. So generally speaking, I would absolutely recommend buying your tickets online before you get here, should you have the access to do so. Otherwise, just know that you will, without question, pay more money on the ticket when you get here. So as far as the fast lane itself, we've done about 4 rides so far. We've only been here for like an hour and a half. That's awesome. So I'm still leaning toward it's definitely worth it. So when we bought our fast lane tickets, we bought it online, and it's not Saturday today, so it's a little bit cheaper. We paid, I think it was about $109 per person, so just over $300. Actually, it works out to about the same ticket price as that family of 4 just to get into the park, which would be about $327. So we're going to finish up eating real quick and then go out and hit all the rest of the rides that we can get on. All right, now that we're done eating, we're going to take it easy for a couple rides. So fast lane entrance over at the exit for the mine train. So we're working our way up now. Here we are loading at the very empty exit, and we get the first train.
Heavier than my burrow Mildred. What a gas. So keep your hands to knobs inside at all times so as not to upset the top. Serious work on our way up ahead. I'd say we're blasting right into the heart of this here mountain. Say, leave some of that dynamite to me. Let her rip, boys. Yee-haw!
Stop that train! I've set the charges! It's too late! They're ready to blow!
Slow that train down!
so we're keeping it mild because we're still letting dinner set, or lunch rather. So we're over at Berry Tales. We didn't wait at all on the mine train. We just had to wait for the train to get there. And then the entrance for it's going to be right here, right next to the main entrance. You've got the main entrance and then fast lane and handicap entrance right next to it to the left side. So then right when you walk over here, the fast lane will actually go up the stairs here. And you can see where the main line entrance is right there.
Boy, I've got the jitters.
All right, so we are at Jaguar. Now this is the main line entrance. Now we need to find the fast lane entrance. All right, and as expected, the exit is the fast lane. So now we're just gonna wait for a gap to be able to get up there. All right, so all done on Jaguar, but it was actually my first time on the ride. Declan's obviously first time on the ride because he just barely now is 48 inches. Really fun. So the way they did this one was when we got up through the front, which is the exit of the it's the exit of the ride is the fast lane entrance, like most of the rides. We were the first ones there, and then the attendant just said that we'll wait about 2 or 3 trains and then we'll load. So once that third one came back, everybody in the fast lane got to load. So it was really fun. And again, besides having just to wait for the cars to let some of the main line through, we effectively didn't wait at all. And this was advertising a 20-minute wait. All right, so we made our way over to Camp Snoopy for the only ride in Camp Snoopy that you can use the fast lane, and it's Sierra Sidewinder. The last time I looked, it was like a 45-minute wait, I think. I'll double check right before we get on and give an update. So here's the main line entrance, and it's calling it, well, it's blank, but I did just check and it says 45 minutes on the app. But the fast lane entrance, if I remember correctly, as we come over around towards the exit, should be right over here. And I don't see any, oh, yep, okay, fast lane entrance is this way. So here's the exit, it's to the left of it. All right, it's come that time of the day where now I'm going to do at least one ride by myself. Because even though you can be 48 inches to ride this beauty, hang time, I don't know how I feel about letting Declan go on it yet because he's 48 and like a quarter inches. And I know I always feel like I'm going to fall right out of the seat going straight up. So I'm going to go jump on that myself as it goes up right there and then go ride it for the first time in like a year, I think. All right, hang time is done. That one was advertising a 90-minute wait, and it sure looked like it. And then there were you know, a few, probably, I don't know, 20 people in the fast lane in front of me. And again, they try to meter it a little bit so the people in the main line don't have to wait forever. So I waited, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes at most to get on the ride. Got in the back row, never been on that one before. And I was in a row full of first timers. So it was rather, you know, amusing listening to their reactions on the ride. But it's been, like I said, almost a year since I've been on it because it was closed for quite a while, and it did not disappoint as always. Still my #1 favorite roller coaster here. All right, so now I'm heading over to another one by myself that he's too short to go on. Ashley doesn't want to go on, which she couldn't anyway because he can't, is Silver Bullet. You can see the track right up behind me, the red one there. So I'm almost over there. Gonna jump in line real quick. Hopefully it should take me like 4 seconds to get through it. All right, so that wraps up our visit to Knott's Berry Farm with the fast lane. For a quick time check, it's just after 8. So we've been here about 8 hours and we definitely got our fair share of rides. It's gonna get loud for a minute. There goes Ghost Rider right behind me there. So to answer the immediate question, which was the whole point of this video, if you ask me, yes, buying the fast lane is 100% worth it. It's a little bit on the pricey side. So again, we spent about $300 for the 3 of us on top of the annual pass that we already have. So if we were to come tomorrow on a Saturday, then it would be well over $300. Now, what's the biggest benefit to it, to me, versus other parks? So when we go to Universal Studios, our express lanes, we get each ride once. This one is unlimited rides each ride. So you could just get in line at Ghost Rider and ride it 20 times back to back if you wanted to. So that to me, with a 2-hour wait all day, is almost worth it just for that. So we hit not every single ride we could have because we didn't really want to get wet, so we didn't go on river rapids, but we wanted to ride some rides more than once. So we went on a couple of roller coasters multiple times and just did whatever we wanted to do. We didn't ride any rides that weren't fast lane because again, you don't get all the rides, but we had an absolute blast. The sun's going down, summer nights is kicking off. We got a little bit of food. So we hope you liked this video. If so, please give us that thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. As always, please be kind and be real and join us on our next experience.